Hi there ladies and gentlemen, this is Eastwood for Life fan, and this is a video of a unboxing, a great collector's edition of a true masterpiece, and we'll be looking at the contents of this 40th anniversary edition set of the 1978 Michael Cimino movie The Deer Hunter. And it's another Studio Canal collector's set, and it's actually a lot thicker than the John Carpenter movies. And these are the features. And The Deer Hunter is definitely a movie, past, present or future, a movie that one has to experience and watch. Very beautiful, epic war drama, and we will get to the contents. And there are a couple books, and this book is based on the screenplay of a unproduced screenplay called The Man Who Came to Play. It's a thick book, some of the scenes that they acted out, and the producer bought the rights to this unproduced screenplay. So this is The Man Who Came to Play book. And you get some lobby cards. And The Deer Hunter won 5 Academy Awards in Best Picture, Best Director and Best Supporting Actor in Christopher Walken. And for me, he stole the show in this movie, and they're only single-sided lobby cards. There's another scene here with Christopher Walken in the local bar. And Robert De Niro here, who played Mikey as they go deer hunting, the pastime hobby that these guys share. I'll talk a little bit more about the movie as I go through the booklet. And this is a scene where Christopher Walken, Nicky, who gets captured in Nam. So you get 5 photo cards, and this is the digipack that it comes in with. This is one of the scenes where character played by John Savage gets married. These are the discs. 4K, the Blu-ray, then you get the bonus features on Blu-ray and the soundtrack. Robert De Niro there, and you get a nice booklet with this set. And the movie is actually set in a small working town in Clairton in Pennsylvania, where a trio of steel workers have their lives changed when they are set to go to Vietnam, the 3 of them together. This is the cast, starring Robert De Niro as Michael, John Cazale, John Savage, Christopher Walken and Meryl Streep. And the first hour is actually based in the a close community and full of Russian immigrants. And actually, Michael Cimino actually promised that the first hour was actually based on the Russian wedding. And he was actually only going to use 20 minutes for that section of the movie, but it ended up taking up at least an hour, as the movie was over budget, as it was supposed to have cost $8 million, but it went on to $15 million, and it went on to become a 3-hour movie when they were promised that they were going to do a 2-hour movie. And this film looks really stunning and at its best in the deer hunting scenes. The picture looks very sharp, and you do get a lot of the steelworks in a lot of the scenes in the background. There's a photo there. Then the second hour, the characters played by John Savage, Christopher Walken and Robert De Niro go to Vietnam, where they get captured. More in the second hour of the movie. A lot of the Vietnam scenes were filmed in Thailand. And there is John Cazale, who died shortly after this movie in his early 40s with lung cancer, and they filmed a lot of his scenes first. Great actor, and he didn't make that many movies. Godfather 1 and 2, Dog Day Afternoon, and he was also in The Conversation with Gene Hackman. And there's a scene in the Russian wedding. And the thing about this movie, The Deer Hunter, don't expect it to be a movie based largely on a lot of Vietnam scenes, as it's more about the build up to these work colleagues and friends, where they experience their last few days, weeks before they go to Vietnam, and whether they come back from Vietnam the same people. There are photos from the press book. For me, it's a movie based on strong performances, especially Robert De Niro, who was the main star of this movie, the star power. John Cazale, Christopher Walken, and also Meryl Streep, who actually, this was only her second listed feature role, and she was actually chosen for the role of Linda by Robert De Niro. She actually was in a relationship with John Cazale at the time. There are some photos, poster photos. Michael Cimino, first movie he directed was The Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, and he also went on to make the western that bombed terribly at the box office, Heaven's Gate, and Year of the Dragon with Mickey Rourke. John Savage there, playing the character of Stevie. I really enjoyed the movie that he was in, the crime thriller The Onion Field, which I picked up a few months ago. And there's Meryl Streep, who went on to become one of the biggest actresses in the 80s and 90s. Then a few years later, she actually made a romantic movie with Robert De Niro, as in this role she's the boyfriend of the Christopher Walken character of Nikki, but then she gets attached with Robert De Niro, his character Mikey, And the Russian roulette scenes are very famous and iconic and controversial to its day. Great movie. And Christopher Walken, he really stole the show for me in this one, as he went on to become a bigger actor after this, more well known. I really enjoyed him in movies like The Dead Zone, King of New York. So that is the collector's edition booklet of The Deer Hunter. So guys, there you have it, the 40th anniversary edition put out by Studio Canal of a epic masterpiece, Michael Cimino's masterpiece, a film of enormous beauty. So guys, if you're sitting on the fence on this edition, do yourselves a favour, jump on it, because it's a great collector's set and the transfer is pretty good. And I will leave the trailer of this movie for those who have never seen The Deer Hunter. And you can pick this up for the price of around about 25 to 30 UK pounds, and it's definitely worth adding to your collection. So guys, till the next video, stay healthy and well and keep on collecting.